Good morning. It's Lisa with Soulshine, and it's morning tea with me time. I have my tea in my at-home mug, which is nearly every day the at-home mug. Today I brewed, I think I did the last of almond cookies or raining cherries. I'm at the end of most of my teas, and I have more teas coming. And I can't wait for that day when the UPS man delivers my extra teas. The shop is empty of teas. My cupboard is nearly empty of teas, but I do have a couple of good brews left. And this is one of them. So I'm about halfway done because I've already been on a conference call or Zoom call this morning with my soul care class ladies, and it always leaves you just recharged and energized for the day. So today I wanted to chat just a little bit about Sabbath for me, what it looked like yesterday. So even in quarantine, we've been kind of following the whole Sunday Sabbath sacred thing, and I love it. I love setting aside a day of just rest and relaxation. And maybe you're already in rest and relaxation mode, but my Monday through Saturday is usually go time, like pulling orders, figuring out what to order, how am I going to make the shop look better, aesthetically, but also like provide it in a way that makes people feel safe once I reopen. I'm just monkey brain. Like I just go, JoJo circus monkey constantly. So on Sunday, I look forward to letting my brain just dial down. I always have a notebook beside me, and if some like cool thought, and it always does, when I dial down, some cool thought does pop in, I just write it down and I'll implement it the next day. But I'm not implementing anything new that day. It's all just noticing and breathing and resting and sometimes napping underneath a weighted blanket. It's eating really good high sugar food, lots of butter, and no guilt. And I dig that because I carry way too much guilt. I feel guilty when I don't do anything. I feel guilty when I've done too much, and it's just a rat race. So Sunday, I exhale. And so what my typical Sunday Sabbath looks like is there's no rush to get out of bed, except Charlie, our dog, which lays sandwiched in between Tim and I, usually needs to go to the bathroom and eat. So I usually get up, feed him like 7-ish, let him go out to the bathroom, and usually climb back into bed. And I pray, or my little standard prayers. Maybe one day I'll share my standard prayers, my morning must-do prayers for me with you. And then we get up. I usually make either French press decaf coffee, usually hazelnut, or tea. And then by 9 o'clock, I find my comfy chair, still in my jammies, bra or no bra, depends on my moment, and grab my tea, and I enjoy online church service. It's always awesome. We watch Grace Fellowship Shrewsbury, Pastor Jeff or Pastor Mark or Pastor Ben. They've all been awesome and speaking exactly what I need in that moment. And so then I always have my notebook beside me during the sermon because good things always pop in the middle of service too. And we do some worship, like we sing the songs and really just get into it and just like really think about what it's saying to me. I always have my Bible nearby so I can look it up and double check what they're saying is true. And it always is. And then I usually just sit there after the service ends and just kind of like chew on it and digest. Like I don't want to just jump back on the treadmill. I just really want to think about how can I apply that into my everyday and not forget it. And I savor that for a while. And then Tim's gotten into this tradition of making sticky buns. So this is the third Sunday he's done it. He's done 3 different recipes. The first time he did a cream cheese icing, and that wasn't a big hit with Maya and Cole. So the next week he did just a standard 10x sugar icing. And then this time he did sticky buns, which is the molasses syrup is on the bottom, and then you have to flip the pan out, which was really funny to watch him try and flip it. It turned out delicious yet again. And then I ate them, and I felt no guilt about it, and it was delicious. And then I just sat and I read through some old magazines. I found a Magnolia magazine that I hadn't read, so I ripped into that and just that's the one magazine I read from front to back. I just stop and I savor every article, and I think about how I can implement that in my life, and wow, isn't that cool? And again, it's an entire day of savoring. I savor the yummy, sweet yumminess that Tim makes. I savored a delicious lunch. I made a salad with tuna fish and pistachios because that's what Rachel Hollis eats, and she says it's amazing. So I'm like, oh, I want to try that. So I did. And then I prepped a delicious dinner. Tim cooked it on the grill. I kind of had high aspirations of taking a walk. I didn't do it, and you know what? It's Sabbath. I don't feel guilty about it. And so by the end, it just recharges me. It gives me that quiet space to actually think about new things that I can create that haven't been created before. And when I'm busy, just doing, I'm just keeping above water. I'm not thinking of anything new. And so my Sabbath rest is that day. That's the day where I get to think creative and big and dream unexpected things, and then write it down and figure out little baby step ways to do it Monday through Saturday. So that's what my Sabbath Sunday looks like. It's a recharging my jets day. It's a down day that I can just get totally filled back up so that Monday comes and I'm ready once again. By Saturday, my spiral is down and I'm nearly empty, which is perfect time for Sunday because then I can recharge once again. So I hope that some of this has inspired you to consider a Sabbath in your own reflection, the way that your family will adapt it to your own lifestyle in your own home. And pick out something that works for you and then throw out the rest. And hopefully this is something that you can implement some portion of it in your Sunday as well. I find it liberating, and I really look forward to it all week. I start to make little notes of, okay, these are kind of the fun things we can do on Sabbath Sunday, like a book that I've been meaning to crack open, or a whole album of music by some artist that I really want to dig into deeper and really listen to all the songs instead of just the one the radio decides to give me. Maybe it's something like painting or something creative or crafty that I can get into. I just get excited about the potential all week, and I make little notes of things I can do for my Sabbath Sunday rest. So I hope that I've inspired you to do the same and make it your own. And then just message me and let me know if you have some ideas on maybe you do Sabbath too and you have some ideas of things that work for you and that you can share with me. That'd be great. Or if you've considered adding Sabbath into your week with your family, that's awesome. Let me know. So I'm going to jump off here and continue my Monday routine. Floors need to be swept and laundry is in process. So it's Monday and I'm recharged from Sabbath. I'm ready to do it. So I hope you know that whatever you're doing today, I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have a most marvelous day. Love you much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.